Welcome to day 4 of our 90-day challenge, studying purpose in the Bible in every facet and beautiful depiction. Remember, we're not defining words just yet because sometimes our definitions can become limiting restrictions. So let's look at purpose today with this subject in mind. Purpose is about perspective. I have a very close friend. Her name is Nakaya, and Nakaya and I are close in age, but often when we get on the phone, I remind her of how old she is. Why? Because sometimes we need a reminder that we are not in high school anymore. Sometimes we need a reminder that we are not in middle school anymore. No, we need to do our life's work. And we see that consistent in the life of Joseph. Look at these 3 verses. Genesis, the 41st chapter and the 46th verse. Genesis, the 42nd chapter and the 6th verse, and then Genesis 50 and 20. The first of those 3 I just named says this: Joseph was 30 years old when he entered the service of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. The second verse says this: Now Joseph was the governor of the land, the person who sold the grain. And the third scripture says this: You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. So what are you doing with your life? You're 60 now. Do it. What are you doing with your life? You're 21 now. Do it. What are you doing with your life? You're 35 now. Do it. Stop waiting for the world to call you with an offer when the offer is in you. Joseph was 30 and was making changes as a governor. Joseph also understood something about purpose that I think we forget. Purpose is about perspective. You see, the world might have seen a 30-year-old who was an orphan, disconnected from his home, family, and friends, but Joseph realizes, you intended to harm me. God did this for good, the saving of many lives. I do not want you to drown in guilt at the realization of time lost or seasons past. I want you to pray for proper perspective, because God is not surprised by your age, and God is not surprised by this time. So your project today, as you think through your purpose project, is to assess, what can I accomplish in these next 12 months that will catapult me out of my prison and into my palace? Let's change.